This is a memorial to composer Frédéric Chopin in Warsaw, where he spent much of his early life. A pilgrimage here is a must for schoolchildren. He's Poland's second favorite son, after Pope John Paul II.
Chopin!
That's what his name sounds like in Polish.
200 years ago, Chopin was born in a little village close to Warsaw. Now he's rocking the whole city during the anniversary. You encounter the composer wherever you go.
Warsaw is celebrating the 200th year of Chopin's birth. I want to know what influence, if any, he has on the young people of today. My first stop is the Chopin University of Music, where some of the world's top young pianists hone their skills. Anna Kubic says playing Chopin is like stepping into a dream. She practices up to 4 hours every day. This is Ballad No. 3 in A-flat major. Kubic, along with her teacher, Joanna Maklakiewicz, is preparing for the prestigious Chopin piano competition. She says each of Chopin's notes is like gold. He loved Polish folk music, such as polonaise and mazurkas. And he composed Polish music even when living abroad.
We are very lucky that it happened, that he was born in Poland and that he composed Polish music, like polonaises, mazurkas, and, I mean, in many, many countries, the people do not know about Poland nothing, but only that Chopin was from Poland.
Ms. Maklakiewicz takes me to meet a group of Korean students. They, too, are practicing a piece by the prolific composer.
Chopin is essence of pureness and perfect. Yeah.
This is Warsaw's upscale shopping avenue, the Königsweg. In this anniversary year, stone benches have been put into place, with Chopin at the push of a button. His waltzes are hard to resist, as these Spanish tourists quickly found out. Next, I catch up with members of the Levity Trio. They're known for their jazz variations on Chopin. They describe Warsaw as the new London, home of a young, hip music scene with generous subsidies for musicians. Jerzy and Piotr have one word for the composer: cool.
He was kind of aware of his look and his image, which is a very common thing in recent times. Living now, he would probably have a lot of MySpace, Facebook sites, and he would run it in a very efficient way.
I think Chopin did a lot of very good music, but sometimes I hate arrangements, especially rock arrangements or pop arrangements.
But it's not Chopin's fault.
Yes, it's not Chopin's fault.
Piotr recommends I pay a visit to the resting place of Chopin's heart to better understand the composer and the Polish people. After Chopin's death in 1849, his sister smuggled his heart back to Warsaw as he requested. Now it's embedded in a pillar inside the Church of the Holy Cross. It attracts legions of young people. Warsaw is highlighting the relationship between the composer and the youth of today. This mural portrays scenes of Chopin's life and loves. It's the work of graphic artists Karol and Piotr. Chopin has taken on cult status.
When I was younger, Chopin was like a stiff guy with just playing piano, and nobody knows that he did a lot of things, and he was like an interesting guy. Now it's getting like more chilled out, or how to call that. It's a lot of fresh projects about him that show him in a different light.
And that is the Art Academy's goal. It displays contemporary Polish art at a small Chopin museum. Passing by the students' paintings, I wind my way into the Chopin family's living room on the 3rd floor. The composer spent more than half his life here and gave his first public performance in this room. He was only 8 years old. In front of the museum, I peruse some strange postcards depicting Chopin as a tattooed bodybuilder, images created to portray the composer in a new light. The project is the creation of graphic art professor Zygmunt Januszewski and his students. A new Chopin for a new age. The artist tells me that she saw a photograph of a bodybuilder and thought it would be a good addition. She says the cliché is to depict Chopin as a sickly, oversensitive person, so she gave him a healthy body. It's been quite a learning experience. The professor says it's important to discover how meaningful Chopin was and is for Polish identity and Polish history. Indeed, Chopin seems to influence an entire country's sense of pride. In the evening, I drive past the Palace of Culture on the other side of the city. Poland has earmarked 30 million euros for festivals and events in connection with this bicentennial year. I meet with the members of Zuplan in their grandmother's apartment. They're practicing for their next performance, hip-hop Chopin. They merge Chopin's preludes with beatboxing, using the mouth as a rhythm instrument.
More or less hit. I don't know if some experts who analyze Chopin's music would recognize this music in our playing, but it's definitely interesting for us to experiment it.
And they often improvise on stage with the sounds of a tiger merging with Chopin. Can they do it with a horse? No problem. I'm impressed with the way Poland's young people are keeping the composer's memory alive. He's even an imposing presence at the airport, where posters exclaim, "This is my year." And from what I've experienced, he's right about that.